brothers and sisters. This is Brother Elihu coming at you from Baltimore, Maryland. I want to make this talk. This is going to be my State of the People address. And I have a lot of concerns in which I want to bring to you. I'm going to start this off with the Flint, Michigan water issue. All right. I want y'all individuals out there to really understand what you're seeing, what's taking place, okay? What is the story behind the fucking story, all right? What was done in Flint is a social experiment, okay? It's a social experiment. Remember, y'all, all right? What they're trying to solve is population reduction of 40 million people that they no longer have use for. Former slaves, okay? I know that some of you guys are having a very hard time wrapping your minds around it. And you know the sad part about it is, once it do hit your goddamn head, you're going to be beyond the point of no return. It's going to be too late. You're not going to be prepared, okay? I've been pretty much on top of things of this particular nature for like 30 years, okay? Since roughly around 1985, okay? 1985, I was already talking about the elimination of currency, moving into a one currency system. I was already discussing saving food and water, okay? These things are not new, all right? They're not even 10 years old. They're not even 20 years old, okay? When I was talking about this shit 30 years ago, it wasn't fucking new then, okay? White people had already been building food storage shelters, bunkers, and shit like that on their properties and all that shit back in 85, all right? It wasn't new then. Exactly when they began, I can tell you this. I could tell you Myron Fagan was talking this shit as far back as the 50s. All right? About the one world order, the new world order, about saving food and water and shit. Myron Fagan. MYRON, He has about 2 or 3 lectures on YouTube. Check them out. They're from the 50s. Serious. All right? I know that Lyndon LaRouche was talking that shit all the way back in the fucking 70s, like around the fucking Nixon administration, Ford administration. I know he was talking that shit back then. I know that William Lindsay was talking that shit as far back as the goddamn late 70s into the 80s. William Lindsay, he has some goddamn lectures on YouTube. You know, so this shit about saving food and water, the elimination of currency, moving to a one credit system, concentration camps, all that shit, this shit is not new. All you're witnessing is the fruition of this shit. And again, they use techniques such as patient gradualism, all right, and piecemeal functionalism. Piecemeal functionalism. A chess game is a good example of piecemeal functionalism. Moving your ass along a piece at a time, okay? A little bit here, a little bit there, a piece at a time, all right? Until they get you to the desired fucking point in which they, you know, to their end, okay? You know, the means justify the end, or the end justify the means. So, you know, that's what piecemeal functionalism is. Piecemeal functionalism is the means to get your ass to the end, all right? Which is the goddamn slaughterhouse. You understand what I'm saying? Patient gradualism, same goddamn system. It's just 2 different terms, but they're both, you know, the same guy describing the same system. Patient gradualism, moving you along gradually. Patient gradualism, all right? Taking you from point A to point Z, okay? In such a gradual manner that the motherfucker who takes shit who might even heard about they should save food and water, but took the shit with a minimum of concern. All right, who may have heard that they should have food, 6 month supply of food and a 6 month supply of water per person in your home. This shit white people been talking for fucking, like I said, for 30 years that I know for sure. When I came awoke to the shit, it was 30 fucking years ago. They were saying back then that you should have a 6 month supply of food and a 6 month supply of water for each person in your fucking home. All right, they were saying that shit then. Right now, as I speak, I'm fortunate. All right, I have I live alone. Okay, I got 3 walk-in closets. I have approximately my closet dimensions are probably like, I would say 8 feet from floor to ceiling, 6 feet from the back wall to the door, and then again a width of 6 feet. Okay, so on the floor of the walk-in, I have the entire floor covered with gallon jugs of water. Then I have a wooden board over top of that layer. Then I have a second layer, gallon jugs of water. You understand what I'm saying? Then I have a third layer, gallon jugs of water. Then the fourth layer, I switch from gallons to half gallons. I stopped buying gallons of milk. I would get the milk. When I finished the milk, I would whisk the shit out, and I would fill the shit with water and 1 spoon of baking soda. That's how you keep the water fresh. The baking soda shit. You know what I'm saying? Just in case there's any, bacteria or anything in here. So if you go to drink it, it don't, you know what I mean, smell sour or any shit like that. That's all the baking soda is for. So the fourth level, I have half gallons. All right. And I have a board over that. And then I'm starting to start a 5th level. All right. The basic half gallons will be for drinking purposes. The gallons will be for hygiene and bathing. You know what I mean? Water can also be used as a bartering tool. The shit that happened in Flint, Michigan, be naive. Be naive and say, damn, that's fucked up what happened to them people in Flint. Nigga. Okay? That shit is Flint is nothing but a social experiment, all right? To see what techniques are going to be proven to be effective and what techniques are going to be proven to be failures, okay? They can still, all they need to do in Flint to still kill the people is to fucking lighten up the water. Lighten up the water. The same contaminants can be in the shit. You understand what I'm saying? They can just get rid of the brown color and the smell, all right? And they have shit out there that they still kill your ass that are colorless and odorless. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only shit that raised concerns to the people in Flint. All right, had the shit had no color and no odor, the people wouldn't even been hip to the shit. They still would have fucking died. All right, and this is a social experiment. Don't listen. There are no strange happenings. You think that shit in Flint is a coincidence and not a design? And Flint, is they saying Flint is like fucking 75% black? That got a higher ratio than Baltimore. Baltimore ain't but 68, 69% black. You understand that shit? And I saw one other post that said, if you think that Katrina and goddamn Flint, right, was a goddamn coincidence, I have not yet seen a goddamn intentional crisis created in a white neighborhood. You understand that shit? And this is where I go. See, that's why I think a lot of you don't understand my videos. This is where I talk about systematic poverty, systemic poverty, poverty by design. They can control where the fuck they put the shit. They can control the severity levels of the shit. You understand that shit? They have think tanks, goddammit, out there who their whole purpose is to sit up there and come up with goddamn ways to kill niggas. It's that goddamn serious. And you will sit here and after hearing this video, you still, goddammit, will take this shit with a minimum concern and do nothing. Consciousness, responsiveness, awareness. Alright? I told you in my video, Conscious Cons, that consciousness is an awakened state. This ain't goddamn Wikipedia or goddamn Webster. This is Elihu L's definition of consciousness. Consciousness to me means awakened. It means responsive. Okay? If a motherfucker's unconscious, he's unresponsive. Right? If he's conscious, he's responsive. Okay? You say, hey, John, he's going to look. He's going to say yes. Hey, you know, he's going to answer you, right? That means he's responsive. He's aware. He's conscious, right? All right. Responsibility. He's responsive. Respondability. Your ability to respond due to the fact that you're fucking conscious. So how you going to call yourself a conscious community and even at this particular point, you ain't got no water saved? Or you treating the shit so casual, you know what I'm saying? The shit that you have accomplished in the area of preparedness, you ain't nowhere near the fuck you should be. This is the shit I'm talking about, y'all. You ain't out here, you conscious and you know this shit, but you're not out here propagating this shit to your people. Beyond beyond casual conversation. As if the shit is not a dire circumstance, as if you're conscious and so-called pro-black, but your goddamn labor and sacrifice reflects more so, you know what I mean, opposing what pro-blackness is really all about. Because you're treating the shit with a mental concern and your goddamn effort in trying, and you claim to be concerned about the survival of your people, but you not out there propagating that shit and yelling that shit out there in the streets. You ain't made a fucking video yet. You haven't put a goddamn human face. This is a humanitarian concern. Black people are people. We aren't fucking memes. So you haven't even put a face, a personal face to your goddamn concerns and shit. You understand what I'm saying? By making a fucking video. You know, you can't possibly be so fucking stupid as to think that because you put on your goddamn profile, my name John Hancock, like the fuck they don't know who you are. Come on, man. Be so dumb. Be so fucking dumb. Man, they knew they could find your ass before fucking social networks. Shit. Get a goddamn warrant. You do some shit and be wanted for murder. They'll find your ass. They was finding motherfuckers 50 years ago. God damn it. When there wasn't no goddamn internet. Now you motherfuckers sit up there and think you want, I'll post memes. I don't want to show my face. I don't want them to know who I am. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, y'all. You know, you niggas not conscious. You're not conscious. You far from it. You know? So don't even stroke your fucking egos by giving yourself such a title. You know what I mean? The title should be reserved for motherfuckers who deserve it. Straight up. Because now you the fucking perverted and the fucking whole so-called movement. Because it's no longer exclusive. It's no longer a badge of honor to be conscious. You know what I mean? You let so many goddamn lames and degenerates hold a goddamn title. Or you give these motherfuckers all kinds of recognition that don't fucking deserve it. Very few talking the shit I'm talking. Very few is out here really laboring tooth and nail to the motherfucking death. To the motherfucking death. Very few are more of putting the priority on, I need to get this shit out to my people. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about hiding my goddamn face, trying to hide behind some goddamn meme posters. You know, I don't give a fuck if I'm not so well of a speaker. Look at me, goddamn it. I got 2 goals in my mouth, scars all over my fucking face. You know, ex-drug addict, fucking convict. Stick up boy, all that shit. I'm not trying to hide behind no goddamn facades or no motherfucking images. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if my hair ain't done. Fuck wrong with you niggas, man? Niggas are still so fucking what MC Light say? You still paper thin. See right through you motherfuckers. Paper thin. Paper thin. So concerned about imagery and vanity. Vanity, thy name is woman, Solomon said. You got more goddamn men out here that's so fucking vain, it's ridiculous. So Solomon said, God said Solomon in his eyes was the wisest man on or whoever lived. God said that. And Solomon said that vanity, thy name is woman. So what that say about you niggas? You vain niggas, right? Always got to be pricked and shit. You know what I mean? You Sarnetta motherfuckers. What that got to say? This nigga done got so vain now, he tells motherfuckers they can't speak in New York without calling ahead first and getting permission from him. You see what that shit? You see what y'all done to niggas like that? Y'all created that shit. Y'all did. Y'all done created that monster called Sarnetta. Crazy, man. I get off track, man, because I sometimes, man, you know, y'all, there's no reason why with a fucking social network and all these connections made by some of the so-called brightest of the bright amongst our fucking group, that we ain't got organizations in every fucking city. Goddamn Nation of Islam ain't have this goddamn tool at their disposal, yet they had mosques in every fucking city. Malcolm did that without a fucking internet. The Black Panthers had a chapter in every fucking major city and even smaller towns where black folks live. And they didn't have social media at their disposal. So how the fuck you got social media at your disposal? You fucking networking all day long. You got followers in the hundreds. And you motherfuckers can't even come up with some organizations that's up and running by now. And I'm not talking about no fucking community pages. That ain't shit. Because you niggas are seeking accolades and attention. You niggas ain't really concerned about pro-blackness. You niggas ain't concerned about the survival of black people. You niggas ain't concerned about getting this goddamn crack off our backs. You just playing. You playing with this shit. And that's why the story of the wheat and the tares. There's goddamn tares amongst the wheat. Weeds. That's just strangling the goddamn wheat. But Yahshua said we must go out here and gather up these tares and bind them up and throw their ass into the fire. Kill them all. Is the goddamn story that God and Yahshua put forth in the scriptures. He told Joshua that, kill them all. He told Samuel, the prophet, to tell Saul, kill them all. He told David, kill them all. But you niggas don't listen. You don't listen. You're disobedient. You don't want to do what God tell you. You want to do your own thing. Or when God tell you something, you want to fucking modify the shit to suit your goddamn likes and desires and wants and needs. The ability to follow simple fucking directions. One of the niggas' biggest handicaps. The ability to follow simple directions. If I told all of y'all out there, right? If I gave all of y'all a book and said, look, for 30 days, read 10 pages of the book. When you finish the book, give me a call. I guarantee that if I told 100 of y'all that, probably 10 of y'all would do the shit exactly the way I told you. Some of y'all will read 10 pages and send me a text. Oh, Elihu, this book is good. I can't wait to finish it. That's not what the fuck I told you. That's not what the fuck I told you. I told you read 10 pages a day, and in 30 days when you finish the book, call me. Why am I getting a text? And it's the day after I gave you the fucking book. The ability to follow simple fucking directions. Undermining shit. And you don't even know you undermining shit. But you conscious though. You aware though. Big fucking joke. Big fucking joke. Big joke. It's these small little things right here because you lack discipline. And I try to give you discipline. You know what I'm saying? But you so fucking undisciplined, it's like climbing Mount Rushmore or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You make the shit damn near impossible because you're not fucking paying attention to this shit. This shit here has become fucking entertainment and amusement to a lot of you. You still have yet to take this shit seriously because no dire circumstance has fallen in your lap yet, like in Flint or Detroit or Baltimore. You don't see me and Reggie, I'm so be more bullshitting. You don't see us, cause Baltimore, you live in this motherfucking town. I live here 45 years and I ain't seen shit funny yet. I ain't seen a goddamn thing funny yet about this goddamn town. That's for sure. So maybe it's where the fuck y'all living. You know, that circumstances, maybe y'all just got it so goddamn good. Maybe y'all live in Neverland or some shit. I don't know. You know? Shit, let me come stay with y'all for a goddamn weekend or something. I need a vacation. Living in this goddamn city here. Shit. Tell you, man. That's that word. Minimum of concern. Minimum of concern. So a sister in Flint, I came across a Facebook post a sister put up, but I don't fuck with Facebook. Okay, to me, Facebook is for goddamn hoppers, which is a Baltimore term for young people, and goddamn hoes, male and female alike. It's for hoppers and hoes. You know what I mean? On Google Plus, at least in certain communities, you know what I'm saying, there's a little bit of reserve. You know what I mean? I can find some at least some mature minded individuals, you know? But the sister in Flint, they put a Facebook post in the form of a meme. They made a poster of it, a meme poster. Okay? And she was saying this. She was putting out the urgent call, you know, that do not be fooled by the media, what the media is saying in Flint, that they're not helping us. You know what I mean? She was saying that they're only giving us 1 case of water, right? She said we don't have water to wash our babies and our kids and shit like that, right? Now, I told you once before that the human body can go a month without food, but that was done by Mahatma Gandhi. It's the world record. Okay, he was already a practicing yogi. Okay, so he had already been groomed for decades on eating very little food. So that's how he was able to go 30 days without food in his hunger strike. Okay, but me and you know, I don't eat fast food, but you Kentucky Fried Chicken eating motherfuckers and Burger King, Big Mac swallowing motherfuckers out there. All right. You ain't gonna make it a goddamn 2 weeks. You may not make 10 days without no goddamn food. Because your system's so goddamn polluted with all that bullshit. Alright? So, you know, you have an appetite for bullshit. So you know, your system is just as addicted to the chemicals that you're taking in, you know what I'm saying, as regular food. You know, a person that's been eating a bunch of bullshit food, right? When they immediately turn to eating healthy food, they usually go through a detox period of sickness, a withdrawal. It's like a junkie withdrawing off of heroin or some shit. Because now all the chemicals and additives and goddamn gluten and all that shit that they used to getting, now see that shit has become a part of their body's intake of nutrients, how body needs nutrients and minerals and shit. Well, their body has become chemically dependent, just like an addict, just like a drug addict. So now their body has become accustomed to receiving certain amounts of these pollutants that's and contaminants that's in this food. So when you take this person off this shit, he's going to experience withdrawals from the shit. You know, the body is going to start throwing tantrums. That's all withdrawals are. The body throwing tantrums, craving what it's no longer getting. It has grown accustomed to receiving this bullshit you've been giving it, like heroin, right? So now you're not giving it heroin, and the body is like, where's my goddamn heroin, right? And it's throwing a tantrum, and you feeling sick, you balled up in knots and shit. You know what I mean? You shitting on yourself, throwing up, vomiting and shit. You know, the body is going to, the longer it takes for you to give it what the fuck it want, first it's going to get your attention, say, nigga, where my, you know, chemicals, right? And you say, you say to the body, nah, nigga, we not doing the chemical shit no more. And the body say, fuck you mean? And he say, you heard me, man. You know, we're gonna do this healthy thing now. We're not gonna do heroin no more. We're not gonna eat Big Macs no more. You know? We're not gonna eat French fries and shit no more. Right? And the body says, yeah, all right, we'll see. You know? So the body chills for an hour. This nigga just bluffing. I know within the next hour or two, he's gonna give me my motherfucking heroin. Or he's gonna give me my motherfucking Big Mac. Or he's gonna give me my motherfucking French fries. Right? 3 hours go by. Body looks at his watch. Man, it's been 3 hours, nigga. It's not that nigga ain't serious. Hey, my man. You know what I mean? What's up? Your stomach start hurting, right? Feel like you gotta throw up. Head feel all crazy and shit. Start sweating, right? Sweating all over, right? Shit starting to come out you. Feel like you got diarrhea, right? Shit starting to come out you. Out your pores in the form of sweating all over. You're getting clammy and shit. Skin feel clammy and shit, right? Feel like you gotta throw up, shit coming out of every orifice of your fucking body. That's how heroin withdrawal is. Snot coming out your fucking nose running. You're throwing up out your fucking mouth. And you're shitting all over yourself. Every fucking orifice except your goddamn ears. You know what I mean? Something is coming the fuck out of for fucking a week. And that's how, you know, it's not as severe as heroin withdrawal, but you will experience discomfort once you get off of that bullshit, those chemicals and shit. So now, go back to the Flint shit. The sister saying, don't be fooled by these new media. We ain't got shit. And she was saying that basically like in the post, you know, to the celebrities. That's what I'm saying. I want you to see the severity of what treating the information for so long, the shit you've heard, but you treat it with a mental concern. And this sister is a prime example. And I know she probably even heard that she should save food and water somewhere in her past. She probably heard that shit before, right? Or I'm sure many motherfuckers in Flint did. But probably only out of all the motherfuckers in Flint, there's probably only 4 or 5 people who actually heard that shit before and did something and was responsive. You understand? Respondability. That exercised some respondability due to the fact that they were conscious. Okay? But the rest, didn't pay shit no mind. We've been partying and bullshit. We just want to party and bullshit and party and bullshit, right? And look what the fuck he got you, like Scarface say. Look at you now, you dumb fuck. Look at you now. So, man, she's crying out to celebrities. Celebrities don't give a fuck about you before the goddamn crisis. The fuck you think they gonna give a fuck about you now? Do you know that when these motherfuckers are indoctrinated into the NBA, the NFL, when they're indoctrinated into Hollywood and shit like that, they're told not to go back to their old neighborhoods. You understand that shit? They are socialized into a whole new society. Don't shop at these places no more. Shop at these places. They are taught to not do shit for you no more. And then most of them, right? Most of them can't even spend their own money without permission first from their goddamn handlers. Right? The ones who made their motherfucking success possible. And they all, especially the big money ones, they all giving goddamn supervisors, handlers, white supervision. Nigga, you a millionaire under white supervision. Very few made their own money themselves. And I mean really made their own money themselves. I don't mean you a good basketball player and you now playing the NBA. That's not the same shit. I'm talking about a motherfucker who maybe created a business on his own. And the motherfucker took the fuck off. Now he's a millionaire. That type of shit. Where nobody can tell him what the fuck to do with his money. If you want to fucking, if you want to call goddamn Evian or whatever, you know what I mean? And have them, send in five tractor trailers of water, to Flint or whatever. And then the motherfucker say, I'm going to do this, every goddamn Saturday. I'm going to have this done for a month. You know what I'm saying? And each motherfucking run might cost them, $15,000. But the niggas say, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and take $60,000. I can write the shit off. And every Saturday, I'm going to send $15,000 worth of water in the city. But the sister was saying, don't give this money. It was telling the celebrities, we need help. We have nobody to speak up for us. That's what she was saying. Which is a goddamn shame. You got brothers like me who would gladly do the shit, right? Who been doing the shit. But you don't pay me no mind. You ass get in trouble and you still thinking about celebrities. Where listening to their goddamn music, trying to follow their goddamn value system is what got you in this mess because it fucking distracted you from taking goddamn life serious. What the fuck they did is what got your ass in this mess, kinda. Because all they did was distract your goddamn ass. You want to dress and wear what they wear. You want to act like they act. You want to try to go and hang in the clubs they go to. You know what I mean? You a $28,000 a year nigga trying to live like you $1 million a year nigga. Crazy, man. This is Elihu, State of the People address. Want you know what you watching right here. Help my shit go viral. Do that. I don't want no money. I just want I want to give the people the shit that they really need. You know what I'm saying? I want them to get this shit right here. If you digging this shit right here, you just heard, then, share my shit somewhere. I told you, I don't fuck with Facebook. Send that shit over there. Send that shit over there. Let me get 10 of y'all to send that shit over there. Maybe 10 more people grab it and send it somewhere. But the people need this shit right here. Brother Elihu, peace.